Hey, so in January, whether we like it or not, there are some changes coming to Canvas that are going to be pushed out to everyone's account. So if you want to turn them on early, you can by going down into settings. So these are the rich content editor updates. That's what's going to be pushed out no matter what in January. So if you go to assignments as an example, I'm going to show you what I mean when I say rich content editor and then the updates. So when I add an assignment here, I'm still in the old editor right now. So where you're going to see the big differences is going to be like in this bar and then over here. So you can see my assignment, I've got all of my normal tools here and I've got my link to stuff over here. This is the old editor that we can say bye-bye to come January. If you want to turn on the new editor now and start getting used to it, you are going to go to settings, go to feature options, and it's this RCE Rich Content Editor Enhancements. While you're in here, I would also highly encourage you to turn on RCE Autosave. So it will autosave your work when you are working on Canvas so that, you know, if something happens and you get kicked out or whatever, you have some autosave. And I also highly recommend the assignment enhancements for students when you turn on the rich content editor enhancements. It does change things a little bit for kids. So when I go to course details, I don't know if I actually have to press honestly, if I have to press the update thing, but I always do. So now when I go to assignments, let me show you what this new one looks like. And I add my assignment. Here is my new editor. Maybe. So the bar has changed substantially. And you'll notice my right-hand thingy that was over here is gone. So now if I want to insert, like, say, a link from somewhere else in my course, I'm going to go to actually insert right here, link, and then I've got my external links option, or I can go to course links, and that gives me this little pop-out thing that comes out on the side. I don't know about you, but I actually find this much nicer. It screws up my work far less. So I can then click this. I am in my advisory class, if you didn't notice. I also now have a search for within my links. So if I was like, where is the agenda for 11:20, then I can find it right there. Versus being like, I don't know if it was an assignment, I don't know if it was a page, I don't know if it was a discussion. I can just search. So that's a nice little feature. And I've got it all as drop down, so I can go pages, I can go down here to discussions, and it's just real slick. And it is an overlay on top of your editor, and so you can still scroll down on the actual editor too and have that open if you want, especially if you're using like a scroll bar thingy like I have on my little mouse. Format tools have moved. I think that these are all the same kind of options, but here's like your background color, your text colors. There's a palette option, so I can get real fancy up in here if I want. Format, I've got all of my bold, my italics, all of those are here. Superscript and subscript are a little bit easier now. There's my blocks if I switch between the different kinds of headings and things like that. Formatting is in here, and it's got some pre-formatted stuff for me. Inline block stuff and alignments are all there. Directionality is right there. I also have a lot of these things are on this bar, and then if there's stuff that's kind of missing that I'm used to being in this bar, it's worth checking these little dots and seeing what else I've got down here. So like here is my alignment, here is my numbering, my ABCing, my bullet pointing, whatever. And here's the table tools. The table tools are a little bit easier. So if I insert a table here, and I go into my table properties, I've got my general stuff, but in my advanced, I can now do colors and put I can make my tables fancier. So the table tools are nice. I do like those. I generally like the new editor though. Inserting stuff from Drive. It's loading, it's working. I can now insert directly from Drive. It'll get there eventually. Let me find the slides. And then I can choose, so I can pick my slides here and I can choose to embed it directly or link it. So I don't even have to go get my embed code anymore. I can just do that. And I still want to go through and make sure to check my actual share settings. This I know is fine because it was shared with me. There's a link directly to Canvas Studio if you've started playing with Canvas Studio, which is one of our other new tools. If you want more information about that, check out one of the old emails I sent a couple weeks ago. And then over here in apps, I've also got my YouTube right here. And so if I want to link from YouTube, that's now where I'm going to find that, is in that little plugin button. Yes, I'm sure. Okay. So that's the new editor. That's basically what it looks like. There's the media right here. You can upload media, record directly from this. You can upload course media, upload user media. There's all of that. Your images are right here. So a lot of the things are still there. They've just moved around a little. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. All right, so what this looks like from the student side. So we've got this new student view that I turned on. So let me jump into the student view on here. And then, calendar. And I made this pretend assignment here. All right, now I'm in student view. Sorry. Okay, so let me get to my assignment real quick. So I'm in student view right now. I'm pretending to be a kid. And I go to my assignment here. And here's the big difference. So it shows my out of 0 points right up at the top. If I had submitted to this, it would give me my current stuff, any current information. I can navigate between my different attempts right here. So I can see what I submitted before. I can see my current submissions. And I can see on this little thing right here where I'm at in the process. So right now it wants me to upload because I haven't actually submitted anything yet. Once it's submitted, this will light up. And it'll tell me like if it's not graded yet, and if I've gotten it back, I'll have stuff up here. So right up at the very top, it gives me all of the super important information I need as a student. Down here in the details, I can see, so you can see that move to it gives me my little stuff over here. My directions are right there. That would actually have actual directions if this was a real assignment. And attempt number 1, I can choose, there were 2 different options. So I can choose text entry or file upload. So I'm going to choose a file here. And then, so this is going to help a little bit with our Google Drive issues. So Google Apps use this is what we want kids to use. They're going to choose whatever it is available. I'm masquerading as a student, so it won't actually let me do this. But this will help with the students who would get stuck on the actual like Google uploading. And it's just really, really clear up at the top. It makes hopefully a little bit more understandable to students, especially when they are able to navigate between different attempts. And if it hasn't said it's submitted yet, they can see. Like here is like they uploaded it, here is they pressed submit, and here is it's not graded yet. And if it is graded, this would look different, and then it would say grade information up here. So these are the changes that are coming in January, whether you want them to or not. So if you want to turn them on early and start getting used to it, again, you go to settings, and that's at the beginning of the video. You'll go over to the feature options.